Welcome back in. The Arizona Department of Child Safety has been working to reduce the number of children living in foster care and group homes, but more help is needed.
Yeah, child enrichment specialist Tiffany Hunter joining us in studio to talk about CASA volunteers this morning.
Yes.
We were just saying this right before we got on. A lot of people don't know or understand what a CASA volunteer is, but it's a child advocate, really, right?
Exactly. It's a court-appointed special advocate, and what it is basically you're being a voice for a child that's in foster care. And people don't even realize we've got, in Maricopa County alone, there's got to be around 5,000 kids that are in foster care, and that's 17 and under. And so a CASA comes in, and you are the one constant in that child's life. So you're appointed through the court system, but it is something where you are truly their voice. You get to go and see the kids. You go and advocate for them in court, as well as going to parent-teacher conferences. It's like anything, you're kind of their village of being that support system for those kids.
Yeah, it's kind of like giving a voice to the voiceless. And
Yes.
I'm sure these kids, they're not used to having someone kind of stand up for them, advocate for them. So you're
Correct.
building great relationship while doing this too, right?
Exactly. And it's amazing. And what you get out of it, I mean, it's a little bit selfish on my own. It's because you gain so much as being a volunteer. And people are thinking, oh, it's so much. But if you're someone that wants to make a difference, obviously in a child's life, it's so important. And it's really only 10 to 15 hours a month that you're volunteering. You have to go through 30 hours of training. However, it is. I mean, it's so worth it. And there are so many people that I know are like, oh, I just didn't know that this existed. So we're just trying to get more awareness out there just to help these kids.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to volunteer out there in just all facets of our lives. So rarely when you volunteer do you get to have that individual specific impact on someone's life and see them grow, because I imagine you form friendships out of this that last a long time.
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing. But and also just to see that those kids, they just rely on you, and they don't have that constant. They've gone through something that's obviously traumatic to pull them out of their homes anyway. And so we get to work with DCS, but we are the constant for them, because they might end up in different foster homes throughout the time that they are in the system. And so that way you're with them no matter what, and they know that you're there, and they do truly rely on you. And then there's statistically they do better in school. They're more likely, once they get placed, that they're not going to be back in the system. I mean, there's just so many benefits to being a CASA.
What does a little bit of that training look like? If people are listening, they're interested. I know 30 hours, that's very doable.
It absolutely is. And it just goes through the spectrum of just so many different things of what to expect and everything. And then you'll also have an extensive interview process. But we do have something that we have info sessions that people are if they're more interested, at voicesforcasachildren.org. They can actually sign up to do one of those info sessions, and it gives all the details just to kind of see if this is something that you're going to be interested in.
Wonderful. How do people get in touch to do that?
I would just go to the website. Go to voicesforcasachildren.org, and then under events they can sign up for. We have one in December and January, and they can be in person or virtual as well.
Tiffany, thank you so much for coming in. If this spoke to you at all at home, just a little bit, just reach out, get in touch, see what you can do to help life.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.